The Youth Ambassador work came about through some of the Walk Derbyshire work and Bolsover Compass, which is a group we've been sitting on. It was about trying to engage young people in the community to raise self-esteem, but also kind of connect them, but also to give an opportunity to young people who maybe wouldn't access a community sports leadership qualification through school, with a long-term view that this group of young people could support in the community, could put activities on, could do consultation with other young people and families. And we've collaborated with Ian Maddison at Blast, which is where we've run the ambassador sessions from, to try and get it out of the school environment.
You found one?
My mum received an email about it because during summer I go to a sports camp run by these lovely people, and so of course I thought I wanted to join in because it helps me do something for the community, and I'd like to see this community become a better place and to have more events here.
Mum saw it on Facebook and she knew I struggled with my anxiety, and she thought it would be a really good place for me to come to try overcome anxiety.
That's the one that I did number 4 on.
Students we work with are students who don't necessarily get the opportunities in school to participate in things like this for different reasons. I think some of them do struggle confidence-wise, self-belief. I think this programme gives them that kind of option to develop on things like that as such.
In year 8 I never did PE because I was too scared, but this has actually made me go into PE and actually somewhat participate in it, and we've all created a really good bond, and it's with a group I would have never associated myself with.
Blast have done a couple in the past, but this is the first time we've ever done anything out in the community, and it was just to get families, young people, anyone really in the community to kind of be walking around the town, and the ambassadors have helped put that trail together. One of the sessions that we did prior to this week was around kind of organising an activity and all the things we had to think about, so they've kind of designed where the trail was, given all the ideas of our other activities that we wanted to do kind of in the session, and they're all here today as part of their volunteering hours for their level 2 qualification.
Before they were all in the shell, very shy, whereas even exposing them to things like this, working with younger children and families, you get to see them come out of the shell more, which for me is better to see their personal skills, their social skills as such, rather than shying away in a corner, actually approaching people and talking to them, which obviously will help them in everyday life as they get older.
So far it's been really fun. We've started to create a bond between all of us, people I never thought I would have spoken to before, because I also have really bad anxiety, so it's it helps us bring together as a community, and even if that's just a small bit between us, I can only imagine just how much it's going to do for the actual wider community.
Especially from sort of week 1 to where they are now, to see them all come into the facility and not even speaking to each other and just sort of all sitting away from each other, to now they're here early, they want to get going with the stuff, they're doing extra planning, constantly talking to each other about the project. When we've asked them to come out with us into the community and do things, it's really nice to see them want to do it rather than sort of shying away from it. So from week 1 till now, they're all like different people.
We've done 1.5 units out the 4. They've started to gel together and help each other out, whereas before I think they didn't all know each other. But they're now starting to actually help each other on their sort of tasks and group work.
It's quite shocked me just how much this has helped me so far, because even though we haven't done all that much for the larger community so far, just talking about how much we've accomplished already has helped bring my confidence and self-esteem up, because I never would have thought we'd be able to do something like this, but now, well, we've done this.
8 that one.
I think tonight has sort of been the proof in the pudding that they've come out and obviously met new people. They've been in front of the little kids for maybe the first time, and families. So I think that tonight's been a real success, because you never know how many people you're going to get, but they've all promoted it in their own families and school. So I think tonight's been a real success to have over 30 people come down and try the Halloween trail and give it a go, and how they've interacted with the community as well. It's a community-based programme, so I think we want them to be more involved with what happens at Blast, Hole in the Wall, in the Shirebrook community. So it's not sort of school focused. We want them to shape the town and be an advocate for physical activity and their own employability and where they want to go.
We hope that it's showing these young people in a really positive light, but also it's bringing people to this facility, the Hole in the Wall and Blast, and trying to use those ambassadors to really, I suppose, consult with the young people, with the community, and show that actually young people can have a really positive voice across the area, and create and, you know, hopefully share lots of experiences and put on activities. Hopefully we'll get lots of other trails and things across, you know, the next year or so, and, you know, hopefully it'll be something that grows and something that we can replicate in other towns as well.
I'm really looking forward to actually get the qualification and carry on going, like staying with this group, because it's a really good group.
To go from week one asking them what would you consider an event, and some of them just saying maybe going out and playing TIG with each other or going on the skate park, to watching them all sit down together and plan to run a community event where their friends are here, their families are here, and see them all take charge of stations like the tombola, asking them to go outside and help with the planning and running of stuff. They've almost gone from being, you know, kids and teenagers to, you know, young adults in such a short space of time.
We work across the whole district of Bolsover, and we'd really love to replicate this work across other towns, Bolsover, Clown, South Normanton, Tibshelf, just to kind of grow that pupil voice, or young person's voice, I suppose, across the area, and really try and engage with young people and families to see, you know, what people want. And we hope that these groups of young people can be really key in that. We're also working with a couple of other schools under the Bolsover campus work, where we're going to do some days in March about getting out walking and using the trails, and we hope that these young people will be able to replicate a similar event as well for the community. So yeah, we've got some quite exciting work kind of coming up over the next few weeks as well, that we're working with Junction Arts, who are going to be helping us produce maps that are going to be kind of led by the young leaders. So they're going to work with some artists to create some maps for people to access trails across the district. So yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I think that should be really exciting.